Hey guys, it's Mike, The Fresh Rinse. Hey, I really appreciate you joining me today. The time has finally come and I am ready to reveal a full video on the brand new market version of the Cheap Shot. I'm going to do my very best to answer as many questions as I can remember you asking. I promise you, I've been listening, you've had questions, and I've been doing my diligent research. I want to give you the best possible answers, and that's what this video is about. And don't forget, this coming Sunday, December the 15th, 2024, myself and Jeremy Messer will be hosting a launch party for the Cheap Shot, where we will be selling the Cheap Shot and offering free shipping for the first 20 that purchase the Cheap Shot on that day. And that's going to be a great time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, again, this coming Sunday night. I'll remind you once again at the end of the video. Let's just go ahead and get started. And again, my hope is to answer questions for you today in this video. I'm just going to take my time. I have some notes and I'm just going to try to go through this. And again, in the comment section, feel free to ask questions. I'll do my very best to answer. So as you can see, the Cheap Shot that you're seeing here is considerably different than what I've been using over the last several weeks, which is my personal Cheap Shot. This is a much upgraded version that you'll be purchasing. Obviously, the look, having the new decal and the Ready Wash Systems, Ready Set Go label here, decal, is exactly what you would buy. However, you have also the option of buying your own decal. I will design it for you with your color scheme, with your logo. Heck, if you want your picture on here, I'll put your picture on there. And that will allow you to customize this for your rig or your truck. So at an upgraded price, you can actually have your very own decal top to bottom. And this is a laminated decal, by the way, so it's bleach resistant, chemical resistant. I think that's a nice touch, and it'll accommodate any washer on any level. Most of you know, but if you don't know, the Cheap Shot operates off the Harbor Freight 79cc 1-inch fresh water pump. You can get these again at Harbor Freight currently in 2024 for about $230. You can also get a version of this which looks identical to this on Amazon for about $180, and I think that includes shipping. But today is December the 13th, and I'm to understand currently Harbor Freight has these on special for 20% off. So you could go this weekend, I think through Saturday, and pick these up for 20% off. Okay, so let's talk about the metering system here on the Cheap Shot. No expenses were cut back at all to provide for you the very best quality soft wash system on the market, in my estimation. These are 1-inch valves. Every Cheap Shot will come equipped with 1-inch valves, and that's for the highest possible flow. And we'll talk about GPM, pressure, and distance here in just a moment. But these metering valves are equipped to give you the highest possible flow. We have the blue for water, we have the yellow for surfactant, and the red for SH. The manifold is a crystal clear manifold, allowing you to see any leaks that may take place in your system. As you know, metering systems commonly have leaks, and with every leak, it cuts down on flow, and you've got to repair those, but sometimes it's difficult to find the leak. Well, the clear manifold allows you to do that. When you're on the trigger with the machine running and there's a leak on the water side, then you're going to get bubbles on the water side. The same would be said for the soap line and the SH line. The clear manifold is the best possible solution to finding air leaks in your soft wash system. So let's take just a moment to talk about this 1-inch system right here. What is this? Well, this allows you to connect directly to your pressure hose, which is nothing more than a 3/4-inch water hose of your choosing. You can either run directly to the pump with your water hose, or you can simply turn this around and you can run it straight to your hose reel. Some have asked if the hose reel restrictions cut down on flow. I'm to understand that if it does, it's not terribly noticeable. I choose to go directly to the pump from with my water hose, and that way I know for certain I'm getting the highest possible flow. So what is this contraption here? Well, that's a great question. This three-way ball valve with a simple 1/4 turn allows you to turn your Cheap Shot soft wash system into a transfer station for your chemical. All you would need is a dedicated water hose of whatever size that you would choose, 1/2 inch, 5/8, or 3/4, ran from this inlet to the SH tank where you store your SH. And then another dedicated water hose ran from this outlet to the chemical tank on your truck or your rig. Simply turn the three-way ball valve a 1/4 turn, strike up the machine, and now your Cheap Shot becomes an instant transfer station. And now that you're not running through the metering system, you're going to transfer chemical literally in minutes. Now, one of the more frequently asked questions concerning the Cheap Shot is the pump itself. How long will it last? Does it have durability? What we know at this point is that Joseph Nalick of Advanced Soft Wash in Mississippi has been running this pump all season long flawlessly with 0 problems and almost no corrosion. And he plans to take that same equipment into the 2025 season. Now, one of the most beautiful things about this pump is the prime port located right here on top. This is how you prime the pump, and by simply removing the 1/2 inch plug, you can also pour in neutralizer to clean out the system and keep the pump fresh and clean. But also in the wintertime, you can simply pour in antifreeze, and that'll help you to winterize the machine. But even more importantly, for winterizing, you have another plug here that's 1/2 inch, and this is how you drain all of the water out of the pump, very simply winterizing your machine. Now, concerning a bypass, this motor does not come equipped with a bypass. It is a centrifugal pump, and Joseph tells me that he has been able to stay off the trigger for as long as 10 minutes at a time while talking to customers with no problems, and the pump doesn't even get hot. Now, that's never recommended. We always want to stay on the trigger as much as we can because it doesn't have a bypass, but those numbers are quite impressive. One of the things that I'm most proud of in the design of the Cheap Shot is what I'm calling the Ready Mount system. These 4 clips located on all 4 corners of the skid allows you to install the Cheap Shot or replace the Cheap Shot in a matter of minutes. And it's super simple. All you have to do is remove the 4 rubber feet that come standard on every Harbor Freight machine, and then clip the motor right into place, again taking only minutes. And then take those same feet, mount it to the skid, and then the skid to your rig, and you're done. Now, for those of you who may be somewhat skeptical of the Ready Mount system, coming standard with every Cheap Shot will be 2 1/4 inch bolts, washers, and wing nuts. And then drilled into every skid are these 2 holes that are lined perfectly with the holes that are left behind after removing the rubber feet from the Harbor Freight machine. You simply run the bolt through the hole in the skid, then through the hole in the frame, tighten the wing nut, and you're done. Another person was asking about measurements. What's the footprint of the Cheap Shot? From side to side, it is 19 inches. From front to back, it is 15 inches. And from top to bottom, it's exactly 32 inches. And from the motor side to the transfer station is exactly 20 inches. So someone could literally put this in the back of a small van, the back of a small truck with a buffer tank and chemical tank, and begin washing immediately. So what all do you get with your Cheap Shot? That's a great question. Right out of the box, you get every single thing that you see here. The idea is that the delivery man brings this to your house and it is ready, set, wash. All you have to do is connect your pump that you get from Harbor Freight and the plumbing, and you're ready to go. It comes with this 1/8 inch aluminum skid, the 1 inch high performance metering system with the crystal clear manifold, all the plumbing and attachments that you see here, including the 3-way ball valve, which is your transfer station, all the hoses that you see here, which include 20 feet of 1 inch blue Tiger Flex hose and 10 feet of the white braided 1/4-inch hose, which is for your surfactant. You'll get all the additional hardware necessary to connect the motor to the skid, and the red gun equipped with a swivel. All of this is what you get right out of the box when you order a Cheap Shot. In my most recent testing using a 3/4-inch hose, I was able to get 50+ feet in distance at 8 gallons per minute using the Cheap Shot. And those are far greater numbers than I've ever been able to get out of my 12 volt. My 12 volt will stay on the rig as a backup to the Cheap Shot, but for roof washing, pre and post treating of concrete, and even 2-story house washing, I'm definitely going with the Cheap Shot. So what's the price of the Cheap Shot? That's probably the biggest question that everyone is waiting for. Well, everything that you see here, directly out of the box, every single thing, including the plumbing kit, the skid, the metering system, the gun, every single thing is $1,450. And for the first 20 that buy on Sunday night at 8 o'clock, you'll get free shipping. And let me tell you, that's no small discount. All of that, of course, minus the machine. You'll have to pick that up again at Harbor Freight. Now, someone is going to ask, and the answer is yes. You can just buy the skid, or you can just buy the metering system, or you can just buy the plumbing, or any combination of all three. And don't forget, you can also get your own decal. It's a laminated vinyl decal that will match your truck with your logo, your phone number, whatever you want on it, for an upgraded price. All of that will be on the website, and that will not be launched until Sunday night. But come Sunday night, we'll have our launch party. We'll make the website available to you and live, and you can begin purchasing. We'll be on for at least an hour, but I'm thinking an hour, and we're going to celebrate the kickoff of the Cheap Shot. Let me tell you, it's been a long time since I've been this excited about any one thing, and the way that this has just been rolling on for the last, 3 weeks or more has been absolutely amazing. I really appreciate all of the support that everyone has been giving me, in particular those who are members of the Exclusively Fresh channel, and of course they will get their discount. But nonetheless, Sunday night, 8 p.m., I'm really looking forward to it.